Hi, Aries. This is Just with your March 2020 general reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Aries, for some of you, there's a venue. It could be wedding, moving, some type of event that is postponed. And it kind of has brought up a lot of frustration, aggravation. I do feel like if there is any postponement that is out of your control, there will be some type of concessions that you guys will get to make it better, if at all possible. And also, I think it's going to be better than what it was, what it would be have been now. So, not much to worry about. I feel like some of you may be giving other alternatives, like you can do this, we can give you that, and you're just not interested. Some of you, you have to stay put. You're not happy about it. You have to make these adjustments. You're not happy about it, but you have to do it. Now, for some of you, also be very conservative financially, because I do see cuts, or I do see it being like a skeleton crew. So not enough people are around, and because of that, either you're not able to get enough done yourself so that your effort is paying off, or if the whatever work that you do, especially if you have a sales-based business, a consulting business, where it's more customer driven, right? Then your work has slowed down. So it's a lot of frustration when it comes to work. And some of you may have just recently gotten your stride with your business. Also, if you have your own business and you do products and services, more products and services, you may have to send a batch back, or you can't receive, or money, or the product isn't being shipped. So Aries is really dealing with a lot of frustrations around, obviously, things that are out of your control that we're all kind of dealing with right now. And there's a lot of confusion around, how long is this going to go? It's going to go into May. Like how much longer? Because some of you may have, maybe 3 months of expenses covered, or you're down to your last amount of expenses. So money is feeling a bit tight. I do feel like for some of you, you will find some alternative skill set. It could be working from home, or you may have several different streams of income, and one of them now, maybe the one that's more home based, is one that you can focus more on. So there will be ways for you, to make money alternatively if this is the case for you. And some of you may even get readings to try to figure out, well, how's this going to work out? How's that going to work out for you? And you will be listening to whoever you're getting a reading from. Like, you're taking the cues from this advisor and utilizing it at the appropriate time. For some of you, I do feel like your birthday season, I've been saying this for the longest time, I'm looking forward to your birthday season. I've never looked forward to your birthday season more than I do now. For your birthday season to come in, and I do feel like that's going to kind of bring things in a more positive focus. It's not making everything better, and everything is not going to be perfect, obviously, but I do feel like you guys get whatever is lacking now, whatever obstacles there are, you're going to have the wherewithal to tackle it, and the energy, and probably even more of some troubleshooting abilities to kind of fix whatever these problems are. So just kind of give us a little bit more time. Now, I feel for some of you, and I've been getting for a lot of people, that there's some people under the weather. I get a lot of male energy that is some form of a challenge. And also, some of you are worried. You're worried about someone older, someone very young. You're worried about people that are they okay? So there's a lot of kind of worrying about people, but also worrying about your day-to-day life is kind of what it looks like to me. And I have to say, so that's that, right? I was trying to look a little bit deeper. When we look at your home life, I feel like some of you are not as focused on the day-to-day responsibilities of home, okay? And you may be a lot testy in the home environment too. There can be even a fallout, an argument, even around your neighborhood. There may be a little bit more frustrations with others, so be careful with that. I feel like for some of you, you may already have related to that. Like some type of fallout or disconnect. Even if it has happened, now could be a time, or time will be coming around for you to kind of reconcile with people that perhaps there's been some type of discord with. And this may be because of a woman in the home, or a mother, something like that. Like, there may be a need to rally around female mother, that type of energy. And so now there's a reason to connect with people that you probably haven't been speaking with. This could be family, someone in your home, that sort of thing. But again, I do see good ways to kind of make some money in the home. And come up with some great ideas. Some of you may even find money now, like, especially that's how it is when you're feeling a drought. You start looking everywhere to see how you can find some money. So there are alternatives at this time, and I would suggest you use them if you feel like you need it. Doesn't seem like this is something that will go on forever. For some of you, I see tops 2.5 months. Tops. Or like I said, by the month of May is what it looks more prominent to me. Now let's get into your love life. So when it comes to your love life, single Aries, well, it looks like you guys are really probably just really you're in a good space as far as like you've gotten away from whatever a major issue was, right? Some of you, that's at least that's the focus. You're not out the woods yet, though. You're not out of the woods at all. You're not waiting around for anyone. Like, you're accepting whatever the situation is. You've moved on, and you're in a better place mentally than you used to be. But it's still some remnants of it there, right? And so some of you, you're moving on, but you're still stuck. Does that make sense? It's like, yeah, you're leaving, but you're carrying every piece of baggage that, you should have left behind. Not to that extent, it's not that grave, but it's kind of that sort of thing where you're leaving, but you're taking baggage with you. I do see that there's someone who probably hasn't been showing you the love and affection, or you have realized that someone has been emotionally manipulating you all this time. And so you kind of can't get that out of your mind, and that for some of you may play and plague you quite often, particularly at night. Maybe when you're home to yourself, you find yourself really thinking about the manipulation and the covert narcissism that you've kind of dealt with. For some of you've been working quite a bit, and that has helped just a little bit. But you really wanted this. For some of you single Aries, you really wanted a commitment with this person, and you still reminisce about them. You still think about them. There's a part of you that still wants to work this out, but you know better, and so you wouldn't dare call. You wouldn't dare try to move forward in any way. But it's just, Pisces season. Everybody's in their head about something, you know. And so I do feel for you Aries singles, at least right now, I'm speaking on present tense, okay? You're kind of almost, how you get to a place where you're like, you know what? I don't believe in love anymore. And I don't think it's that grave. I just think that you really understand that what you thought you had is not what you have now. But it is going to make you a little bit more closed off to those around you. And it could just be because everyone's in a very cautious state. So that it could have something to do with that. But I feel as far as love is concerned, this, for some of you, you definitely may be getting phone calls, text messages, or some type of emotional offer from someone, whether it be the person that I speak of or others that you're familiar with. This is past and it's not new. And even it could be new if you've like turned on certain apps, or you've poked your head out for any type of, see what's going on socially. Yeah, you're going to definitely get attention, but it's nothing that you want. It's nothing that you wouldn't necessarily consider, but there are people around you if you're interested. I do feel like a lot of you Aries singles, you're just going to concede to working and really focusing on your next move and, all of those things and your day-to-day work. So not so much a love connection here, but it is, kind of realizing the love that you thought you had, what it is now, and kind of moving away from that energy slowly but surely. Now, Aries couples, for some of you, again, I speak to this venue being placed on hold, but things, the show isn't going to stop completely. I do feel like the male energy here may be more agitated about it than the female here. And I feel that for some of you, there's one of you, or I want to say you Aries, I'm sorry. Some of you are not feeling really sure about this love connection with this person. You guys are still in a relationship, but there's a sense of maybe you sense that this person, you're not really sure if this is what they want anymore, if you're the person that they want anymore. And you're not really saying much about it, but you're definitely feeling it. It's like it's not what a person's saying, it's what they're showing you. And they may not be showing you very much. And when they do show you some affection, it may feel disingenuous or just may miss the mark altogether, right? And so someone may be being more focused at work and less attentive emotionally. Now, it can go vice versa, guys, so it can go that way. But your heart still wants it. Your heart is still very much involved in wanting, this to be real. And there's history here, or there's a feeling as if, even if it's just been all of, a very short period of time, whatever time it has been quite potent, right? And so you do think heavy. There's a heavy thinking about this situation and trying to understand, what's going on here. They may even be discussion of like, let's not do this. Let's not live together right now. Let's not, whatever you thought it was going. It's almost like a halt. And if you guys are living under the same roof, then their intentions or affections or actions towards you have somehow stifled. And that's leading you to question. Now, I feel that this can fester. So communication, which seems to be very challenged right now, that needs to be had, even if it kind of can bring up passions and, not confrontation that you can't come back from, but sometimes a healthy argument. Sometimes arguments are healthy. So someone, even just as long as there's some type of communication that comes out, I think that would be better than not. But I feel like someone may be feeling like they're not ready to talk, and then the other person that wants to talk may be a bit brash, a little overzealous and wanting it, which is only going to create pullback or kickback. So I do feel like there's like a push and pull, stop and go, not saying exactly what you mean, or when you do, there's frustrations, not meaning you, could be them. And then it's kind of like nothing really is being said, so therefore nothing is really getting done. And I do feel like someone is also taking stock of, are you worth any more of my time? Are you mature enough? Are you bipolar? Are you stable? So there's a lot of thinking, because there's something about a foundation here that isn't as stable as you guys probably have what has once hoped for, and it's almost like it's too loud to ignore. Okay, so in the extended, we're going to look deeper. We're going to look exactly at this person. It's you versus them. In the description box below, you can see everything that we look at, which checking out, how do they feel? What do they think? What do they want to tell you down the side? What secrets are they keeping? What's going to happen to you two? What's happening now, what's going to be happening in the future, and ultimately how's everything going to play out. We can also look at you Aries singles, and we do Aries through Pisces. How do they feel? In the description box, as I said, it describes everything that we look at. So if you're interested in that, click that link in the description box below. If you want something personal with me, you can click that link to my website and set something up for yourself. And if you would like to share, please do so in the comment section below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aries.